For more analysis on this issue, we joined here in studio by Leonard Koech, an international criminal lawyer based here in Kenya. Leonard, thank you for joining us. Take us through what is expected at this meeting where ICC member states are meeting.
I think what is expected, or rather what we are expecting, is the jury to come out on the vote over the amendments that are being tabled and are going to be decided by the countries who are present at the ASPs. So I think what people need to understand is that the ASP is more like an AGM, but this time it's called the ASP because it's of legal nature. In the sense that the court will come and decide some of these amendments, and among the things that it will be looking at will be how justice is being administered by the court, how they are managing the process, the people who are actually under the court and running the court, that is the prosecutor, and whether or not they are actually fulfilling the objectives of the court. Another issue is also to do with the budgeting, the amount of money that they need to run the affairs of the court, and what member countries are contributing, have they been contributing towards the pursuit of justice on a global scale. That is basically what the ASP is all about.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of managing the process, the President of the Assembly of State Party says that the court has been mindful of the affairs in Kenya, saying that the Deputy President has been allowed to attend to state matters back home. So is this good enough to have the African countries stop pursuing their agenda?
There's a saying that we all exist under personal interest. We all exist under the pursuit of personal interest. And I think the case here does not change one bit because we are having our cases here and we want to meet our goals. Our leaders want to meet their goals. The government wants to want to meet their goals. The civil society wants to meet their goals. So the court is in a position whereby it needs to give a decision that makes a balance or strikes a balance between all these competing interests. And as far as I'm concerned, if you look at the history of the court and the rulings and the decisions it's been issuing, I would say they have been bending over backwards to actually accommodate the states that are actually facing a trial at the ICC. I wouldn't say they are being pressed too much, but then again, that does not mean that the states will stop in the pursuit of their interests. So I'd say the rulings have so far been balanced and fair.
Right.
Yeah.
How likely is it that these amendments could be passed?
My opinion would be that it would not pass. I look at the membership, the numbers, because from this point on we have to deal with it purely on the basis of numbers. The secretary to the cabinet secretary to the Foreign Affairs had alleged that she has already 80 members in her pocket. Now I do not know if that is enough for her to actually push for her agenda. Because she would need up to, say, 103 members to be able to push for it. Not begging, of course, the opinion that she really have the 80 members to push the agenda forth. Yeah. Right.
And the UK, of course, pushing for the use of a video link by, of course, in the cases of Kenya's president and his deputy. Do you think perhaps this could water down the push to have these amendments?
I don't think so. Absolutely not. We have an issue whereby we have been pursuing this goal since the case has started. They've always wanted to have the case done via video link, done via Skype.
Right.
Yeah. So I think what we are seeing here is politics at play and social influence trying to be captured by both parties.
Right.
And that is why we had the government rubbishing the opinions that the UK is actually pushing for them to have the video link, which they have been trying to have for the longest time possible. So I don't think it will affect anything. It is not a new aspect in this game.
And just before I let you go, we have the human rights group saying that if you give amnesty to heads of state, like the African countries are saying, that perhaps this is going to perpetuate the trend in Africa where we have heads of state clinging on to power. Do you agree with them?
What I can tell you is this, that in Africa we've been having the same figures as heads of state for a very long time. And I think begging from our own question, we have a new constitution. I don't think it's new anymore. It's actually old enough. And I think if we have the same thing being reflected in African states, we wouldn't be having a question whereby democracy is being infringed upon. So I think we should really try as much as possible to play by the book and not invoke a lot of political sentiments when it comes to such matters, and try to get people to be answerable to the things they actually committed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leonard, thank you so much for those insights. We are here in studio Leonard Koech. He's an international criminal lawyer.